Hey YouTube, Master1 here, back with a review of the CYMA AK104 with skeleton stock. You will get it in a box similar to this. This is not the box you'll get it in. This is the box actually for an AK104M. The person I bought the gun off didn't have the original box but had this box instead. But that is essentially the same design. In the box you will get the gun itself, a plastic 500 round high cap wind up magazine, a generic manual which most CYMA AKs are based off, as well as a 8.4 volt 1100 milliamp battery that is nickel metal hydride. I have since lost that battery and I suggest you do the same as soon as humanly possible. I've since upgraded to a D-Boys 9.6 volt 1100 mAh battery, as well as another 9.6 volt 1200 mAh battery which I have upstairs. You will also get with it a trickle charger. I suggest very strongly that you get rid of the trickle charger. Chargers that come with these guns are normally extremely crap and in the long run actually do more damage to your battery than good. The gun itself is full metal, apart from the hand grip here, which is of a durable ABS plastic. This one I've got, being as a second hand, does have the hand grip that's a bit loose and does pull away from the main body a little bit. But apart from that, everything else, foregrip, case and cover, Selector Switch, stock, infamous pins, sling, mount, everything is metal. Trigger, everything. Now on this side of the gun you have the selector switch, the covering which leads to the hop up just in there. Being as it's an AK, the mag release is ambidextrous, which is based right here. The selector switch however is not. Now, if we turn the gun over, we have the front sling mount, attachment where rails can be added for red dot sight, night vision, anything like that. We also have the release mechanism for the skeleton stock, which is folding. Just note this does come with a full stock version where this is just like a regular AK. However, it does not house the battery, and to me seems pretty pointless, being as most of the time if you're using CQB it's going to be either folded, and also the fact that in the full stock version, instead of the release mechanism being here, it is a small button back here which will quite often, I'm guessing, jab into you. Now to release the stock you need to push down on this button and bend it at the same time. Now this is very sturdy, that is not going to break at all, there's no rattle in it whatsoever when closed. To release, there is a small tab right there. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll see if I can. No, you're not going to be able to. Okay. But there is a small tab, you simply pull backwards this way with your finger and open up. Now there is a bit of wobble, as you can see there, when the stock is fully extended. However, if you've got this tucked tight into your shoulder, that isn't going to matter much. This gun comes 430 FPS stock. However, this one has been downgraded to 320, being as it was used in CQB. The cost of this gun appears to be about 100 to 140 across several websites. However, it does appear to be discontinued and out of stock in 90% of those stores. I have yet to find a single one that will ship outside the US that does have this in stock. Now in this particular gun, I traded this for my SRC M4. This has a upgraded H hop-up as well as a 6.04 tight bore barrel. When you buy this, I suggest you downgrade the spring if you plan to use it for CQB or you want it to last a while, as CYMA guns are well known for having the spring so hot that they actually shred the internals after a while. I would also increase the hop-up, as the hop-up that comes with it is normally not that great. The barrel, from what I'm told, is good. It's not the same as a Type 4 barrel, but the 74M in particular, the guy I purchased this from is doing 440 FPS, and he is getting 70 meter kills with it. So it is definitely a good gun. It is well tuned, but if you are wanting to have it running a lot longer, then downgrade the spring and change the hop up. This CYMA AK104 features a version 3 gearbox and a short type motor. Now this gun is great for CQB because it's not overall that long. You can get it around corners, and then if it does appear too long, fold the stock. It is also good for woodland because it's long enough that it has the range of a regular assault rifle, and the fact that it can be used as a full stock weapon. The battery is housed up in this compartment here. Push the tab here to get it off. That is the battery compartment. Now just to show you, for you viewers out there, this is a 9.6 volt battery. As you can see, there is plenty of room for a 9.6 volt battery. 8.4 only comes up to here, and I mean, you could even go for a bigger one. As far as I can tell, based on dimensions, this gun will hold a Firefox 7.4 volt battery with the dimensions of 110 millimeters wide. Take the battery out. To get this back on, you need to feed it into this top part here, while keeping this part on the outside of the gun, not the inside. So let's do that. There you go. That should come back together. Now I'll just quickly go over some cons. Now the main con with this is the fact that it's a 74 mag, so they're not as easy to get hold of, as well as the fact that it's plastic, which means it is going to wear very quickly, and there's also a fair bit of wobble in there. This magazine has worn to the point that you actually have to hold it up into the gun in order to get it to feed. If you don't, then you just fire nothing. So yeah, that is the AK104 by CYMA, costing 100 to 140, but discontinued and out of stock, depending on which website you go to. Full Metal Airsoft gun. Thanks.